In this video we will continue from where we left last time. We're gonna start building these tab navigators where you can see on the emulator where my cursor is. So this is what we call bottom tab navigators, and in this video we should complete everything about the tab navigation. So our application is this one. So last time we did do all this, but you still see that we have the tab navigator missing at the bottom here. So we're going to add that, and I assume that you've watched the previous videos. You've seen how we've installed the React navigation library, because we're gonna use that library in order to code these tab navigators. I want you to go to your source folder and go to navigation folder. Inside navigation folder, create a new file. We're gonna call it client tabs.js, and also go to the screens folder, and inside the screens we're going to create some screens, because each tab has got a screen. This is the home tab. Right now we are on the home tab, and this is the home tab screen, and we have the search tab. I hope you can see it properly. This is the search tab, and when I go to search tab, this is the screen for search tab, and that is the orders tab, and then the account tab. So we need to create a screen for each of the tab, and the first screen that we're gonna create is the search screen. You can create a new file. We call it search screen.js. We create another file. We call it my orders screen.js, and you create another file again. You call it my account screen.js, and for the home screen, we've created home screen already, so there's nothing that we're gonna create on the home screen. We're gonna create my account screen. Import React from React, and going to import some component as well from React Native. And this will be, we're gonna create some view, so you should import the view component, the text component as well, and we're also going to import the style sheet, and that should be it for now. And I'm going to create a functional component, export it as default, export default function, and this is my account screen, and let's return the screen. You can say view, and we have a text component. For now, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna display my account, and I'm gonna pass some styles to it. I was gonna say flex1, align, gonna pass center, and we're gonna pass also justify. This is temporary, it's just for the demonstration purpose of the tab navigators. I'm also gonna say this will be center. can save this file and copy all this. We're gonna paste the same in the other screens. You can go to my other screen, you can paste and change the name of your functional component. Just gonna say my orders screen, and here also we're gonna say my orders screen. Alright, you can save again that and go to the search screen and paste again the same and change the name of the functional component. So I'm going to call it my search screen, and inside here we're gonna say search screen. Now go to your navigation folder and go to the client tabs. From here we're gonna start creating these tabs. We will begin to create these tabs now. We have 4 tabs that you have to create. So first of all, import React from React, and then we're going to import the library which is the create bottom tab navigator, and this is going to be imported from React navigation. We did install the libraries in the previous videos, and I will leave the links below if you have not watched them. So we're gonna say import. I'm gonna import something from React navigation. So it's gonna be at React navigation, can take bottom tabs. So import that, and now we'll begin creating our tabs. But before that, we're also going to import icons, because you can see each tab has got an icon. So we're going to import the icon. Say import icon. We import this from React Native element. Again, this was installed in the previous videos. And now we're going to create our tab navigators. We're going to say const client tab or tabs. Let me say client tabs equal create. Let's first import that here. It's create bottom tab navigator. So make sure this is imported completely, and then we're gonna use that here to create the client tabs. So we're gonna say create bottom tab navigator, and this will create our instance for the bottom tabs. Now we're going to create the functional component for these tabs. So we're gonna say export default function, and I'm going to call this client, or you can say root client tabs. And once you have created this, now we must return the tabs in this component, and this will be we first have to create the instance for the navigators. We need to wrap this inside the tab navigators, the client tab. So we're going to say client tabs dot navigator, and then we pass the children. The children will be each tab. So we need to register each tab to this client tab navigator. So in order to register each tab or each screen to this tab, we're going to do the following. You say client tabs dot screen, and this will allow us to create the screen for this tab. You close the tag, and then inside here we're gonna do the same thing that we've done with the Stack Navigator. Pass the name of the screen that you want to pass to this tag. The first one is home screen. I'm going to say home screen, and we need to pass the component that must be rendered when this screen is called. So we're going to say component, and this will be home screen. So make sure this component home screen is imported, otherwise it's gonna give an error. You can see it's imported on top here. And then now we need to pass the icons as well, and in order to pass that, first of all we need to pass it passed as part of the options prop. So I'm gonna open that and pass an object of props, and the first one is the label, which is, for example, each tab has got a name. You can see this one is home, search, my orders, as well as my account. So I'm gonna say tab bar label. You can take it tab bar label, and in my case I'll call it home, and we're now gonna pass the icon. So it's gonna be an object tab bar icon. Sorry, it is supposed to be an object. Yes, and then put a comma there, and in here we're gonna destructure some props. First one is gonna be color and the size of the icon, and then we can retain the icon in question as part of this function. So now we're going to retain the icon. We can pass a normal icon component to this. I say icon, we close the tag, and then we pass the name of the icon. We're gonna say the name is equal to home. We also pass the type as normal icons, and make sure this is imported from React Native element, otherwise it might not work. Sorry, it is not a, and the type is material, and color we're gonna say equal to color, and then finally the size we say equal to size. And we need to pass some global props to this navigator, and we need to pass the navigator options. So this is where you can pass the colors when for example the tab is active and when the tab is not active. And for now we're going to pass the color for when the tab is active, so we need to pass some props to this. We're gonna say tab bar options, and this will take an object of props or options. Gonna say active tint color. This is when I press one of this icon. You can say when the tab is active, you can see that the color also changes. So we're passing that prop here. I'm gonna say this will be equal to colors. We need to import our colors from global file. We're gonna say import colors from global styles, and here we're gonna then pass the color that we want. In our case it's gonna be colors dot buttons, because the color when tag the tab is active, it's the same as the button colors. And let me save this. Let's see what happens. And let's first go back to our app, and before saving, okay, let me first save. And then now we need to pass this to our root navigators, because this navigator is not yet registered inside our root navigator. So go to your root navigation.js file, and oh no, go to the auth stack. We have passed this, and one thing that I want to show you, because right now we have not completed the whole navigation yet, and for demonstration purpose, the auth stack will mean all these screens that you have built so far. So instead of me passing just the home screen here, I will have to pass the whole of the auth stack. And but for now, let's keep it as it is. And at our auth stack, we have the first screen, which is the sign in welcome screen. The second is and then instead of passing the home screen here, I'm going to pass the client tab navigators that we've created. So you can just say where am I? Let me see. I'm here. We're gonna pass the component instead of home screen. We're gonna pass the root client tabs, and make sure that is imported here, because you can see in my case it is imported automatically. And also we can change the name here. We're gonna say root client tabs. So we're saving this for now inside the auth stack. As I said, when we're done with all the navigation and authentication, we're gonna modify this so that we include the authentication flow. I'm saving. Let's see what happens. Okay, now we have the home screen, but it's not part of this stack. So I have to change this here. When we click, we don't go to home screen, but instead we should go to the client tabs, or root client tabs navigators. So go to your sign-in screen, open your sign-in screen. Let me see, where's my sign-in screen? Here's the sign-in screen. And right now in your sign-in button, on press, we're passing navigate home screen. Instead of home screen, we're gonna put here root tab. Let me see what was exported so I don't type with any mistake. It's root client tabs, and this is what is registered in here, root client tabs. Okay, so it's gonna be root client tabs, and let's see what this gives. Let's sign in. Now you have the home screen tab there. You can see we have a tab in the middle for home screen. This is looking good. Now we're going to create the other 4 tabs, or the remaining three tabs. Go back to your client tabs. We don't have to repeat all this code anymore. We can just copy and paste. We're going to copy this and down here you can paste. We're gonna now do the search screen tab. Make sure this is home screen. No, I mean on top here, sorry. It's supposed to be home screen on top there. And then here I'm going to say this will be search screen, and the component will be also search screen. Be search screen, and make sure this is also imported. Mine it import automatically, so import this search screen from screen/search screens. And now the name, instead of home, we're gonna pass search, and also the icon, instead of home, we're gonna pass search. And let's save this. Awesome. You can see now we have the search there tab. If I go there, you can see now they've taken us to the search screen, and if I click back on there, we are taken back to the home screen. I'm going to copy again this, and I'm going to do now this for my orders screen. Here we're gonna say my orders screen, and here also we're gonna change the component to be rendered to now my orders screen, and this is imported automatically. You can see it is imported on top here. Make sure you import it in your project as well, otherwise you're gonna have an error. And here, instead of search, I'm gonna say my orders. You can type my orders as well. And then the icon name, we have also to change the icon here. I'm going to say the icon will be view list, because you can see it's a list of orders, and that should be it. Let me save again. Let's see what happens. Now you have my orders icon there, so now I can click there. You have okay, it's telling me search screen because I didn't change the screen yet. I must change this to my orders screen. Let me see if I'm on the right. Oh, sorry, I was editing the wrong one. Sorry for that. Put this back to search, and then scroll down, and this should be the view list. This should be my orders, and this should be search. Sorry guys, just got, since I was copying and pasting this, and that should be search, and the icon here should be view list. Let me save again. Now we have home, search, and my orders. So if I go there, we are on the home screen, we are on the search screen, and we are on my orders screen. Now let's add the last tab, because we have 4 of them, and the last one is the account tab. Paste again the code as you've been doing, and this one we change it to my account. Also the screen must be changed to my account as well. my account, and this is imported automatically. As you can see on top here, this is imported. And change the name or the label. This will be my account, and also here change the icon name, and the icon name in this case it's just gonna be a person to indicate that is the user's account. You can put a person, and that should be it. Let me save. Let's see what we get. Awesome. Now we have my account tab. If I click there, you can see my account, and then go back to home screen. So if I can see the final application or the final project, you now have all these steps and everything is looking fine. So in the next video we will begin coding this drawer navigator, and after that then we will begin coding the map as well. We'll begin coding the map. So thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye bye.